Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Highruler and today's video is going to be talking about Suicide Squad. Now over the next couple of days, there's going to be a couple of things happening with Suicide Squad, and each of these are going to be very important moving forward for the game. Now for you guys who don't know, tomorrow is going to be the live stream of endgame content where Warner Brothers and Rocksteady are flying out streamers such as Shroud, Dr. Lupo, and Tarek in order to demonstrate the endgame content. This has ruffled some feathers in the community because people have been very upset that not only are we just going to get a live stream of the endgame content, but the streamers they chose haven't necessarily been associated with the community. So there is some apprehension here about this. Now, I'm not going to spend the whole video talking about this. I don't think it's as big of a deal as a lot of people are making it out to be. And honestly, this could be a very good thing. But let's talk about the expectations of what I think we're going to be seeing tomorrow, because I think that's way more important than the meta discussion of the streamers they chose. Now, if you guys don't remember, in the Discord Q&A, they talked about two very specific mission types for their end game. Those were the incursion missions as well as the killing time missions. One was like a Destiny strike and the other's like a horde mode, for example. I would go in with the expectation that these are going to be the missions that they're going to showcase, and everything else is going to be left over for Monday, and Monday is going to be the big one where they're going to talk about more than just that. But let's talk about Monday and what we should be expecting there. So with Monday, obviously they're going to be talking about Elseworlds and their post-launch content. For any of you guys who don't know, Elseworlds is basically the multiverse for DC. It's where all these different stories can take place and they're disconnected from the main continuity. Elseworlds makes for a great storyline and a great place to pull from for their DLC because there's many different ways that you can tug on this. It gives you opportunities to pull on different versions of characters, different worlds that you can use, and it gives them a great opportunity to utilize PvP if they want to, because now the story has been set up that basically different Task Force X's are going against each other and they have to do certain things in order to kind of save their own worlds against Brainiac. There is narrative there being built, and honestly, it's a good way to do it. They have recently talked about that Brainiac can pull different things into Metropolis and the map will be changing, so it's not necessarily, for example, Gotham City from the Arkhamverse that they're going to pull. They could pull so many different places from within the DC multiverse, for example, and really make sure that Metropolis is an ever-growing city that is pulling from different parts of the DC world. If I was to be a betting man here and say, what are we going to get with Monday? I would say that what we're going to get is definitely season 1, where they're going to talk about the launch and what launch is going to entail. And they're going to talk about the days after launch and what you can expect to be unlocked right away once you hit max level. And then they'll talk about season 1. They have teased it a little bit with the Joker and kind of what to expect there, but I think we'll really get some concrete details. Will there be new missions? Will there be a new endgame content? Will there be PvP stuff that's unlocked with season 1? I think if you're going to put any sort of money on this, and I don't recommend that whatsoever, but if you were, I would say don't expect a year-long roadmap. I think obviously while the bones are there for a year-long roadmap, I think what we've seen over the last couple of years is that development is always in flux, that things are always changing. But season 1 and probably most of season 2 is probably done by now. So that's stuff that they can talk about with a little more concrete plans in place. Now, do I think they'll talk about season 2? Maybe a little bit, but I don't think I would expect the whole year to be unveiled on Monday. But I think we'll have a great idea of what to expect when the game launches and what happens shortly after launch, and then season 1. And while it isn't necessarily the juiciest of predictions, I think I would rather play it safe on here and make sure my expectations are kind of grounded at this point. But we're going to find out. I will be live tomorrow watching all 3 of those streamers go through the endgame content, and I will have a video up on Tuesday morning with my thoughts and reactions to the Insider episode 3. With that being said, if you guys want more Suicide Squad coverage, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a nice little comment, and I will see you guys next time here. As always, enjoy the rest of your day and the night. Take care yourselves. Later, guys.